finally getting up there. All right, this is the part where we're in quadruped position. That's on all fours. Okay, we're gonna start with cat camel. We're gonna focus on moving our low back first. So you're just gonna stick your butt out and tuck it under. Stick it out and tuck it under. We're all focusing on moving from here, not so much the thoracic quite yet. Do about 10 to 20 of those, thank you, Nissa. And then we're gonna round the middle back and drop. Arms are staying straight the whole time, okay? We can just do a handful of these. Awesome. Then we are going to do the left to right hip shift, which is you're still in that all forward position. You're just going to drop the hips to one side. You should feel it on the outside of the hip. And we'll switch to the other side. So now I feel it all over here. Just dropping my weight. You can do that one a couple times if you need to. And then we go into the frog stretch, spreading the knees out. We're gonna focus on getting our knees out as far as we can, heels together first, and you are sitting back on those heels. Then you guys do hip flow. We do a rocking motion with this one, but we're just gonna hang out here. Everybody needs this one. And then we're gonna do the hip drop. So I'm gonna drop my left hip onto the ground. My right side is gonna kinda go in a funny direction. My hand's gonna be on the technically the inside of my ankle, but I'm gonna be pushing it towards the mat. You can kind of play around with this stretch. You can let your hip come off the mat and get your foot to touch the ground, or you can leave your hip square with the mat and kind of hang out more up here. And then we'll switch sides. Then we're gonna go back to the frog stretch. This time we're gonna go heels wide. Knees apart, heels wide, sitting back. And hang out there. Plant the hands. We're gonna go into Updog. Shoulders away from the ears. And we're gonna take a big deep breath through our bellies. You can kind of rock in front of the hips a little bit. Feel it in the front here. And we're going to sit back on the heels. Let the hands drag. And walk your hands to one side, leaving the butt down. Feel a stretch all the way back here through the arms and lats and shoulders. And we'll walk to the other side. It's a good one, that child's pose. All right, closed chain neck mobility. This one's kind of tricky for some, but you're gonna plant your forehead on the mat here, and my hands are gonna be supporting most of my weight. We don't wanna put all that pressure on our head. So you are going to shift your body weight forward. Feel a stretch in the front of my neck. I'm gonna shift my body weight to one side, then to the front, to the other side, and back up. We're kind of like we're doing neck circles, but again, my hands are supporting most of my weight. I'm not putting a bunch of pressure here, but we're feeling a stretch in the neck. And we'll switch directions. Closed chain neck mobility. All right? Do like 5 times each way of that. We'll go into some Cobra. Now my hips are off the ground. I'm on the balls of my feet, shoulders away from my ears. And we'll try to stick that butt up in the air for down dog. Try to get those heels down. Usually we'll go back and forth between this one a couple times. Cobra to down dog, trying to get that calf stretch. Then we'll rock ourselves back and forth on the heels. Awesome. And here's where we would step into a squat as low as you can. We'll get your fingers underneath your toes. Okay, try to keep those heels down, chest up, back straight. And we're gonna stick our butt up in the air first, followed by the rest of our body. Belly button, chest, head, neck. Usually we reach right up. And then we'd go into part 4 of Bob Yoga. Next video to follow.